If you are based out of Kenya or out of Africa and have been all over the place looking for a job and you are still jobless, it's probably time that you tried searching for a job through Facebook groups. So why Facebook groups when you are looking for a job? So for starters, if you are based out of Kenya, for instance, you can actually access Facebook through your mobile phone even if you do not have internet bundles. So through an arrangement that Facebook has with the different telcos in Kenya, you can be able to access Facebook without internet, and that just makes your job search a little cheaper than it would have been if you have to scout different websites looking for a job, and at a time when you do not have one. The number two reason why you should probably consider Facebook groups in your job search is because Facebook allows you to be a member of up to 6,000 groups. Well, and that is a lot of groups to be a member of. And you do not have to use your entire 6,000 allocation. So what you need to do is to identify maybe 3 to 4, 5 Facebook groups that are focused on a niche or in an industry that you are interested in, and then you narrow down all your efforts and all your energies on that group. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you are watching. If you're new here, my name is Eva Mtali, and on this channel we talk about all things entrepreneurship, how to make money online, and how to work remotely. And if any of those topics sound interesting to you, then I would humbly request you to just take a moment and hit the subscribe button below. And after you have done so, please take a moment to hit the notification bell as well, so that every time I post a new video, you do not miss out. So before I get on to the best Facebook groups for job seekers based out of Africa or in Kenya to join in order to help them with their job search, I'm going to show you how to find a relevant Facebook group for you. So the first thing you want to do is, once you're logged into the homepage of your Facebook account, you click on the search button up here and enter the keywords that you are looking for. So let's say I'm looking for online teaching. Yeah, so I'm gonna enter online teaching and click the word search. As you can see on the landing page, Facebook will give me all the related results, but since I'm interested in groups, I'm going to just move to the right and click on groups. And as you can see, Facebook not only shows the groups that are related to tuition and teaching jobs and blah 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 online teaching, but it also helps me and allows me to filter my group search by either public groups or private groups or any group for that matter. So without much further ado, let's get over to my computer and let's check out these 5 Facebook groups that you should definitely consider joining if you're based out of Africa, if you're based out of Kenya, and you are currently looking for a job. First Facebook group on this list of groups that you need to join if you are a job seeker based out of Africa or out of Kenya is Africa's leading ladies private Facebook group. So the group was opened sometime in the month of June of 2020, and as of the shooting of this video has 345,760 members. So this is one of my favorite Facebook groups because it is a professionally run Facebook group, and it's also got a whole range of caliber of women, so you can pretty much find all kinds of careers on this Facebook group. There is pilots, we have motorbike riders, we have documentary producers. Like, there's pretty much any kind of career you can think of is in this group. And one other thing that I like about the group is that they have different themes for different days. So for example, you can see Tuesday is an entrepreneurship day, and Wednesday is a coaching and mentorship day, for instance. And they also host different events, different days of the week, and they are always posted on the group, and you can take advantage of them. And through this group, you can find jobs either by the kind of content that you post, which will definitely expose you to potential recruiting firms or recruiting agencies. On the other hand, if you identify a profile that you like and you'd like to contact that lady, you can feel free to do so. Depending on what kind of post that you post, you could very easily endear yourself or may expose yourself to a potential headhunter or recruiting firm. I'm not sure if this is the case that happened, but I stumbled upon this story by Daisy Nganga on the 16th of July. She posted it about 2.5 weeks ago on the group, and she basically talks about how she rebuilt her life after being retrenched as a former Kenya Airways flight attendant, and how she's currently rebuilding her life. And coincidentally, I also saw a similar article yesterday, Monday, August 3rd, 2020, how I rebuilt my life after a retrenchment. And this article is written by the same lady, Daisy Nganga. So I'm not sure if this is a coincidence, but I would love to believe that probably somebody spotted her story from the group and decided to engage her. Like, just sharing your own personal story could expose you to a potential recruiter or a potential freelancing gig, as we have seen in this case. First Facebook group that I would encourage you to consider, especially if you're looking for online freelancing gigs and tips on how to make it as a freelancer, is Awesome Transcribers in Kenya, which is a private Facebook group. But it mainly targets newbie and professional transcribers to help each other out and also discuss any other matters pertaining to online business. So definitely, as I've said, this is your go-to group if you're looking for online freelancing gigs and tips on how to make it as a freelancer. So the group began sometime, I think, in 2018 or 2017, and currently has about 84,128 members as at the shooting of this video. These are the active members from all over Kenya and Africa, if I'm not wrong. The next Facebook group you definitely need to consider if you are a job seeker based out of Kenya or based out of Africa is Wanderlust Diaries. So Wanderlust Diaries, it's a private travel Facebook group, but if you're tactful, you can find job leads that can help you get a job, either a freelancing gig or even a full-time job, for instance. So just recently on the group, I remember there's one very active member, Winnie Mpesa. Let's just look for her, who is one of the pioneer members of the group and has been very actively posting on the group. And just recently, she landed a writing gig with Daily Nation Kenya, one of the biggest publishing newspapers in the country. And this was all thanks to her diligent and consistent posting on the Facebook group. Famously known as Mrs. Gustavo on the Wanderlust Facebook group story, she publishes her travel adventures every week on Thursdays in the Daily Nation newspaper. So Winnie mostly focused on her personal experiences, which are very hilarious. That is what really set her apart from all the other posts in the group, and obviously it caught the eye of an editor at the group. So you can also check out members' profiles on the group. for their areas of expertise, and then you DM the ones that are relevant to an industry or an organization that you are interested in. One thing I like about the Wanderlust Diaries Facebook group is that it's very active. And as you can see, the group started sometime in April of 2020, just about when the COVID-related lockdowns had just started. And as at today, the shooting of this video, the Wanderlust Facebook group has 240,694 members. That is in a span of about 4 months. The group has really grown and it's very, very active. So it's obviously one group that you may want to consider. The next Facebook group that you should consider if you are a job seeker based out of Africa or based out of Kenya is ESL/EFL/TEFL Jobs Worldwide, which is basically an open community of teachers and schools. And the group is aimed at using the fine power of Facebook to connect English as a second language teachers with English as a second language employers. So the group has been in existence from sometime around 2009, and surprisingly the group has only 25,452 members as at the shooting of this video. But I think the main reason why there aren't too many members on the group is because the fact that it's an open group, it means that somebody can actually get into the group and look for a job and then just get out and without becoming a member, unlike private groups that insist that you have to join the group for you to be able to see anything. Well, that's it for today in terms of the best Facebook groups to join if you are looking for a job and you are based out of Kenya or you're based out of Africa. Let me know through the comments below if I left out any of the Facebook groups that you have probably gotten a job through. As usual, make sure to conduct your own due diligence before taking up any of the job offers that you will find on the Facebook groups. And my own personal recommendation, serious organizations do not require you to pay anything, whether to get an interview or to get a job. So definitely that's the first red flag that you should consider. If somebody is asking you for money through any of the Facebook groups before they can give you a job, or they're asking you to pay some money before they can invite you for interview, then I would definitely ask you to kanyaga kubwa kubwa, like just take off and look for your next job search. Thank you for staying up to the end, and I look forward to meeting you on the next video. Bye bye.